What's up, y'all? What's up? What's up? What's up? What's up? What's up? What's up? Happy Sunday out there to all of y'all. Happy Sunday. Happy Sunday. Welcome in. Welcome in. Shout out to Alan in the building from Western Australia. Welcome in, man. I guess he's not from Western Australia after all. Maybe he gonna change the location on me. Make sure y'all tap into this live, man. ESPN is back at it again. Shout out to Toronto in the building. Where else we got? Dallas, Texas, Pittsburgh, London, Phoenix, Arizona. Welcome in, everybody. Bahamas in the building. Always good to have y'all in the building. Welcome in. Chicago, St. Louis, DC. I think that's Zeno Omega out there. Australia, Baltimore, Western Australia. Okay, Antigua, Bowling Green. Where else we got? Spain in the building. Jamaica, VA, Virginia, Newark, New Jersey. Shout out to Newark, man. Shout out to Newark, North Carolina. What up? The names are coming in pretty quickly. I can't keep up. We got Texas in the building, New York City in the building. Shout out to Robert Taylor out there. Shout out to you. Shout out to Christopher out there in the Boogie Down. Tennessee, Puerto Rico, Akron, Ohio was good. Let's give it like another 30 seconds and we're going to get into this disrespect again, man. South Carolina, what up? Florida was good. You already know. Crystal Lake, Illinois, Palm Springs, Lafayette, Sweden, welcome in, Alabama, Rock Island, Illinois, East LA, shout out to you. Shout out to Brownsville, Brooklyn in the building. What up? Love your show, Serbia. Bless up, bless up. All right. So let me get into this story, man. Let me get into this story. Shout out to everybody that's coming into the live. So as y'all know, we usually don't do anything on Sunday. We getting ready to ramp it up for tomorrow for the last month of the year. Also, a big happy Thanksgiving to everybody out there that hope you guys celebrated, had a lot of turkey, spent time with your family, and overall just had a great holiday with your family, man. Shout out to y'all. Shout out to the DMV as well. So anyway, I saw this post on Instagram from none other than ESPN himself. Shout out to Connecticut. And I was like, it's almost like as if this company has like a sickness, because I don't know why they spend so much time disrespecting the legacy of a guy that's not even here. The last live we did about Kobe was the one that they posted when they were talking about the All-Star team, not the All-Star, the Olympic team, and they got an X on everybody, and then they put a green check on LeBron. I'm like, and Kobe fans were complaining like, bro, that X on Kobe is a little bit off. Like, y'all didn't have to do that, right? So just when you thought ESPN could not hit a new low, they just did. I want to show y'all this post, and I want you guys to look at this. Matter of fact, I'm not even going to show you what the post says. I'm going to just show you the people they got on the picture alone is enough disrespect. Let me show y'all the picture. This is Kobe Bryant and Austin Reaves in the same photograph. They got Kobe Bryant, Kobe freaking Bryant, and Austin Reaves. Now, let me show y'all what they posted. Kobe Bryant first 5 seasons in the league compared to Austin Reaves' first season. Austin Reaves season. Noticing, I'm just saying, Austin Reaves has been on fire this season. They're now comparing Kobe Bryant to Austin Reaves and showing a compare. Let me show y'all the graphic that they put up. Then they put up this graphic, ESPN, as if to compare their first 5 seasons together and their 5th season to somehow suggest that what Austin Reaves is doing right now for the Lakers in 2025 is what Kobe Bryant was doing for the Lakers in 2001. Before I even get into this show, get y'all popcorn ready. Let me ask y'all a question. Who here Given the fact that Kobe, hold on, let me pull up the post again. Given the fact that Kobe and Austin Reaves is what ESPN is comparing, their fifth year, who in the chat thinks it's even a conversation to compare Austin Reaves this season to 2001 Kobe Bryant? Who thinks that this is even a conversation? We're talking about 01 Kobe, 01 to 2025 Austin Reaves. This is what we're doing now. This is what we're doing. This is what Kobe's being compared to. Austin Reaves. Now, I want to get into beyond the fact that anybody that thinks that Austin Reaves is even in the same universe as a basketball player as Kobe Bryant, we know that something is wrong with you. Like, if you even think Austin Reaves and Kobe, he said, you got to stop allowing ESPN to get under your skin. Kobe already said they're idiots. No, I agree. But there still has to be some pushback. Regardless of the fact that what they're saying is crazy, I can't just sit by and act like, oh, well, you know what? They're idiots anyway, so let me not say nothing. Nah, let's get into this real quick. Kobe Bryant in 05. Let's pull up Kobe in 05. Because now we're talking about undrafted players and we're comparing them to Kobe Bryant. What was Kobe Bryant doing in 05, in 01? Well, all Kobe did was win a championship. He made the All-Star team that year. He also made the All-NBA second team. He also made the All-NBA first team on defense. No. The year before, he made the All-NBA first team. No, he made All-NBA first team that year while putting up those numbers. Now, some people may think, oh, well, this is comparable. Kobe averaged 28.5. Austin Reaves averaged 28.5. So the stats say they're similar players. That's if you don't know anything about basketball. Hey, guys, let's try to get these likes up to 150 likes, guys. Let's try to get these likes up to 150 likes. I'd appreciate that. First of all, when Kobe was averaging 28 that season, it was a totally different NBA. That year, in the NBA, the average possession, right? The estimated possessions over 48 minutes in that year was 90. No. What am I saying? Was 90.7. This year it's 100. 100. The average three-pointers attempted this year is 37 by teams. That year, teams were attempting 18 three-pointers a game. Kobe that season was attempting 2.4. Austin Reaves this season alone is attempting 7.7. But beyond the fact of what the league was then versus what it is now, beyond that, just because these two guys average similar numbers does not mean they were similar players. And this is how stats can be deceiving. You can bring up statistics. Shout out to everybody that came into the live. So this is a new post from ESPN that they just put up today. We are now comparing Kobe Bryant, a year 5 Kobe, to Austin Reaves. A guy that Shaq was calling the best player in the world, he's now being compared to Austin Reaves. The second best player on the Lakers is now being compared to a player that Shaq was calling the best player in basketball. That's what Shaq said. Shaq said, I'm playing with the best player in the world. That's what Shaq said. You pull up the clip of Luka saying he playing with the best player in the world. But this is the problem with stats. Because anybody that doesn't know anything about basketball or probably never even saw Kobe play, and you just show them these stats, they would say, oh, man, yeah, I think Austin Reaves is a better player or is on par with Kobe Bryant. This is the problem with stats. This is the problem with stats. I'll give you guys another stat. Let me surprise y'all. And I want y'all to tell me something. There was a player in year 4 in the NBA. In year 4, I'm going to give you his stat line. In year 4, he averaged 27.3 points per game, 6.7 rebounds, 6 assists on 47.6% shooting, and 31% shooting from the three. Austin Reaves this year is averaging 28.5, 6 rebounds, 6.7 assists on 51% shooting from the field, and 34.8% shooting from the three. Who do you think the first guy I just mentioned was? Who do you think that guy was? The guy that averaged 27, like 6 and 7. Who do you think that was? Just take a wild guess. Who do you think's numbers were those in year 4? Because according to these stats, this would indicate that this guy's better, yes, than LeBron James. Now, who in their right mind would say that a year 5 Austin Reaves, because he had a better stat line than LeBron James in year 4, is a better basketball player than LeBron James? Who is saying that? Who? Nobody, right? And ESPN would never dare put up a stat like that. They're not going to put Austin Reaves and LeBron. Of course, they wouldn't do that. But for Kobe, let's do it. Let's do it. He said, I'm a joke. He said, I'm a joke. Do you know why he's saying I'm a joke? Because I'm proving a point that stats can lie. Austin Reaves has better numbers in year 5 than LeBron had in year 4. But you would have to be a bloody idiot to say Austin Reaves in year 5 is a better player than LeBron. He's so stupid, he doesn't even understand the point I'm making. The word LeBron came out of my mouth and his brain shut down. He doesn't even understand the point that I'm making. All he heard was LeBron, and therefore his brain shut down. He doesn't realize that I'm saying that even if you say Austin Reaves' number this year, if you compare him to LeBron in year 4, he has better numbers, but nobody would dare say he's a better but that's what the stats would say. And this is the problem with stats. They don't take anything into context. Nothing at all. They just give you bare numbers. Always keeping it real. Shout out to you, Io. Shout out to you, Io Della. Appreciate the super chat in the comment. Appreciate the support. Appreciate you. Thank you. So this is where we at. For the new people that just walked into the live, ESPN has sunk down and reached a new low. We are now comparing year 5 Kobe Bryant to year 5 Austin Reaves. This is where we are in the game. This is where we are in basketball. Kobe, by that point, was becoming one of the best perimeter defenders in basketball. In 2000, Kobe made the first all-defensive team. In 2000. In 2001, he made another all-defensive team. in 2001. And he had already been an all-star as a rookie. But now, ESPN decided to post some imbecile on the internet that wrote Kobe Bryant's first 5 seasons in the league compared to Austin Reaves' first 5 seasons. And then they have the graphic here. How Kobe averaged 7.6. Austin Reaves averaged, what did he average? 7.3. Then his second year, Kobe averaged 15. Austin Reaves averaged 13. His third year, Kobe averaged 20. Austin Reaves averaged 16. Fourth year, 22. Austin Reaves 20. And fifth year, 28.5. And Kobe and Austin. So they're trying to say that Austin Reaves and Kobe Bryant were on a similar trajectory. This is what we're doing. AR could be the next Bean. No cap. What? Austin Reaves could be the next what? Bean pie? I'm confused. The next Kobe Bryant? Like, Austin Reaves is going to be the next what? The next what? Based off of what, please? Based off of what? Based off of what? Drop that comment. Let me hear what you got to say. Charles, stop. Oh, my G. Oh, God, Lord, help us all. They're here. These guys are here. They pulling up. Oh, God, let me read this comment. Charles, please stop being sensitive. No one is saying AR is on Kobe's level. They are just showing his progression. Even though even Kobe would show love, stop hating. Okay. Let me ask you a question. If they put up a graphic of Austin Reaves in year 5 having better numbers than LeBron James in year 4, would you say they're still showing love? Or would you say that's disrespectful? How is it respectful to Kobe Bryant to put him on the same thumbnail as an undrafted NBA player that is not even in the same universe as a basketball player? How is that showing love to Kobe? How? If you wanted to show Austin Reaves love, why you ain't just show him love? Why does your love have to do with you bringing down Kobe? Because if you put Austin Reaves and Kobe Bryant in the same thumbnail, you are devaluing Kobe. There's no way that that's bigging up Kobe, bro. You're devaluing him. Now, if you put like a year 5 Anthony Edwards, I can get that. Because at least Anthony Edwards is an all-star. Like, he plays defense. He's a great NBA player. Great. People can kind of get that. But to put Austin Reaves in the same graphic as Kobe, it's crazy to me. That's not showing love. They're trying to say they're on the same trajectory when they were not. They are not at all. They're not. And I think it's very disrespectful. And I just got to say something about it. I'm not just going to ignore it. And let's go through the comments and let's see what people wrote. Let's see what people wrote. One guy wrote, so they really doing this now, huh? Another guy said, I'm not even a Kobe fan like that, but we're not doing this. Another guy said, forgot to mention Kobe was averaging like 27 in the playoffs and won 2 titles in those 5 years. Another guy said, can we stop? He said, another guy said, he's a great player, but damn, give it a full season before y'all start this. Look at another person. This is a crazy setup. Another guy said, what are we doing, man? We're like, what are we doing? Another guy says, stop it. They averaged 95 points per game back then. Kobe was the first all defense. Enough of the clip bake posts. This is what their own followers are saying. And that's exactly what it is. So what I'm saying is, I think it's disrespectful to compare Austin Reaves. And I got to say it like this, bro. If you were to put Austin Reaves right now on a court, let me put it like this. Shout out to Austin Reaves. Let me put it like this. If you put Austin Reaves on an NBA team in 2000, 2001, he would be a bench player at best. If you put him on the court with Kobe Bryant, 01 Kobe, Austin Reaves would look like a bum. He would look like a certified bum. I'm just keeping it a bean with y'all. If you put Kobe in this era at a year 5 Kobe in this NBA, a year 5 Kobe, you like he would be averaging like 37 points a game, bro. What are we talking about? Like, what are we talking about? Austin Reaves would not even be a starter in 01. But since y'all want to do the stats comparison, let me see. What did Allen Iverson average in 2001? Let me look at some of the numbers in Allen Iverson. Since we doing this dumb shit, let's do it. Okay? Let's do it, right? Because all it takes is just stats, right? We just pull up some averages, and I'll tell you what we're doing. What was Allen Iverson doing in year 5? Well, let's look at year 4 because the numbers are similar. AI in year 4, 1999-2000 season, averaged 28 points per game, 0.4, 4.7 assists, 3.8 rebounds on 42% shooting from the field. Austin Reaves this year is averaging 28.5, 6 rebounds, 6.7 assists, 51%, 51.6 from the floor, 34.8 from the field. Let me ask y'all a question. Austin Reaves has better numbers right now. Is this Austin Reaves better than year 4 Allen Iverson? Let me know in the chat. Is year 5 Austin Reaves better than year 4 1999 Allen Iverson? But that's what the stats say. Who said yes? Now I gotta block you. Nah, you getting blocked. You're a dumbass. Like, that's not even a troll. You getting blocked. You getting blocked. Nah, we throwing you in the garbage, bro. You getting blocked. We throwing you in the garbage. Like, we throwing you in the garbage, bro. Like, you going straight to the dustbin. We throwing you in the we throwing you, nah, bro. Nah. But that's what the stats would say. That's what the stats would say. And this is the problem with stats. This is the problem with stats. It is. Luka Doncic is a bad boy. Do not get me wrong. He is a bad boy, but bro, back then you had some, like, even if you look at year, what is it? Year 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Even 01 Tracy McGrady in Orlando. 01 Trace. Do you guys know Austin Reaves averages more points than 2001 Tracy McGrady in Orlando? Who here thinks Austin Reaves is on the same level as T-Mac in Orlando? Who? This Austin Reaves had better numbers than year 5 Tracy McGrady. But that's what the stats say. This is what the stats say. And this is the problem with stats. Stats can tell you any story they want to tell you. Appreciate the super chat. This is the problem. So now this is what we're doing at ESPN. We comparing Austin Reaves to Kobe Bryant. Austin Reaves. I'm sorry to say, Austin Reaves in year 5 compared to Kobe, Austin Reaves is a bum. He's a bum. Like, straight up, he's a bum. Because Austin Reaves, if you put him in 2001, he's not making an all-star. He's not even, forget about making an all-stars team. He may be a starter role player. Maybe. And where in these stats do you take into account defense? Where? So it isn't a conversation. This is very disrespectful to Kobe. And as a Kobe Bryant fan, I'm going to say something. Matter of fact, let's look. Let me look at Gilbert Arenas. What were Gilbert Arenas' numbers in year 5 in the NBA? Gilbert Arenas. Let me see. What was Gilbert Arenas' numbers? Shout out to Gil. I haven't spoken to Gil in a minute. Shout out to Gil. Let me see. What was his numbers? Oh, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So Austin Reaves was on par with Gilbert Arenas. Gilbert Arenas in year 5 averaged 29 points per game, 2 steals, 6 rebounds, 6 assists, 3.5 rebounds on 42% shooting, and 36%. So Austin Reaves shoots a higher field goal percentage in year 5, Gil, a higher field goal percentage at 44%. And Gil averaged 0.7 more points per game than him. So you telling me Austin Reaves was on par with Gilbert Arenas in year 5? Like, is this what we doing? Is this what we doing? I think they're taking this too far. Why ESPN has this hard on to continuously disrespect Kobe Bryant, I don't understand why. I don't understand why they do this. I really don't understand it. The guy is not even here, bro. Like, he's not even here. What's next? We're going to be comparing Austin Reaves to Michael Jordan. Like, what is next, bro? Like, what is next? What is next? What is next? And this is coming from the worldwide leader in sport, and they getting roasted in the comments. They're getting roasted in their comments. They're getting roasted. It's crazy. And Kobe was winning championships during that period too. They're not even going to mention that. Let me read through some of these comments, man. Reaves is a bum. They want to turn Kobe into a sidekick. That's not going to happen. That's just not going to happen. Because all I know is that when Kobe was not a sidekick, he scored 81 points. I never seen another. What other sidekick you seen do that? What sidekick you seen average 35 in a season? Matter of fact, what sidekick you ever seen average 30 or 33 or 34? Who? What sidekick ever did that? Let me just read through some of these comments. He said Bean was a sidekick till 2004. A sidekick. I'm not even going to waste my time arguing with these damn comments, man. I'm not even going to waste my time arguing that. Bro, I don't even have time for you. You probably did. Did you watch Kobe Bryant playing back then? In 04, Kobe was 04, Kobe Bryant. Let me see. 04. Let me go back and look at Kobe's numbers in 04. Let me go see. Let me just pull this up 1 second. Kobe Bryant. Kobe Bryant. Let me see. Let me see. 04. What year was that? What was his numbers? Man, shut up. Like you don't even know what you're talking about. Like, just knock it off. Like 04, Kobe was already like the best player in the world, bro. Knock it off. If it wasn't him, it was like Tim Duncan or back and forth for one of them. They're one of the best players. You can't be considered one of the best players in the world and be a sidekick. You can't. And by the way, if you're a sidekick, let's say Kobe Bryant was a sidekick in 04, okay? How can a sidekick go on to win championships when he's a sidekick? Explain that part to me. If Kobe Bryant is a sidekick, as you say or claim to say that he is, what other sidekick in NBA history goes on to lead teams to championships? Okay, when Scottie Pippen left the Bulls, right? Excuse me, when Michael Jordan stepped away from the Bulls, Scottie Pippen was there. Did he win? Did he go to the final? Did he win? No, he's a sidekick. He's a sidekick. And what I know is that Kobe, the sidekick, won more championships without Shaq than Shaq won without him. And people act like, oh, Shaq only played with Kobe. No, Shaq played with Penny Hardaway. Shaq played with Penny Hardaway, who, by the way, was like damn near a young Kobe Bryant. And they couldn't get it done. They couldn't get it done. So how are you a sidekick and then you win championships? Who are these other sidekicks that win championships? Kyrie Irving was a sidekick. Did he win a championship? Anthony Davis is a sidekick. Is he going to win a championship? Who are these sidekicks in NBA history that won multiple titles? Who are they? Name them. Who? Where are they? Where are they? Name them in the comments. Tell me these sidekicks that won championships. Where? No, without the guy that they were being a sidekick to. Name them in the comments. Since you wrote the comment, name them. So now Tim Duncan is a sidekick. Tim Duncan is a sidekick. Robert Horry? Are you mentioning Robert Horry? Robert Horry, who is a role player? We now bring in Robert. Robert Horry wasn't no damn sidekick. He was a role player. Robert Horry is who you got for me? Robert Horry. Bro, you don't even know. Tim Duncan? Tim Duncan. We're going to put sidekick and Tim Duncan in the same set. Tim Duncan. I don't even know what to say no more, man. We now, somebody said, what happened? So look at what ESPN did to my man Kobe, bro. Look at this. This is what they doing. This is what we doing. Because Austin Reaves averaged 28 and a half. Kobe Bryant averaged 28 and a half in year 5. Somehow now they're similar players. Somehow because of that, they're similar players. Even though I think Austin Reaves in year 5 has better numbers than, let me see. 1, 2, 3, 4. Similar numbers to Allen Iverson in year 5. So therefore, somehow Austin Reaves, bro, this is the problem with stats. This is the fundamental problem with stats. And you have NBA content creators that's all they do. They're just like stat machines. They can quote you all the stats since the beginning of time. But in all of their quotations, they're not taking anything into context. Stats are just numbers. You got to put them into context. This is the problem. If you look at Michael Jordan's numbers, what were Jordan's numbers in 98? Right? What were Jordan's numbers in 98? Let me see. Michael Jordan. I think they got to be similar. Let me look at his number. They got to be similar to Austin Reaves' numbers right now. Let me see. Jordan's numbers in 98. Right. So MJ, okay. So matter of fact, put a 1 in the chat if you think ESPN is cooking with this stat line. Put a 1 in the chat if you think ESPN is on to something, and put a 2 if you think they bugging. Put a 1 in the chat if you think ESPN is cooking. Put a 1. Put a 1 in the chat if you think ESPN is cooking in the chat. Put a 1. We got 2 1s. Who else? 3. Nah, that he the same one. So there are people that actually think ESPN is all right. Cool. Let me give y'all Austin Reaves' numbers this year. Austin Reaves is averaging 28.5 points per game, 5.9 rebounds, 6.7 assists, on 35% shooting from the 3. Let me give you another stat line of another player. This player averaged 28.7, 1.7 steals, 3.5 assists, 5.8 rebounds, on 23% shooting from the 3 and 46% shooting from the floor, while Austin Reaves is shooting 51.6 and 34.8. So the people in the chat that put 1, the people in the chat that put 1, I'm going to read this stat line to you, and based off of these stats, I want y'all to tell me who is the better player. Austin Reaves averaged 28.5 on 51% shooting from the field, 51.6, 35.3 from 3, getting 6 rebounds, 6.7 assists per game. Player B averaged 28.7, 3.5 assists, so less assists, almost 3 less assists, 5.8 rebounds, less rebounds, 23% from 3, almost 13% lower, and shot 46.5%. People that put 1 in the chat, who's the better player? Who's the better player between these two stat lines? Is it Reaves or the other person? He said stats don't lie. I'm asking you. So who's the better person? Is it Reaves or the stats I just gave you? Who is it? Who is it? You say stats don't lie. So I'm asking you, okay, shout out to Rod Jones. Stats don't lie. So according to these numbers that I just gave you, is Reaves the better number? Yes. AR is better. Do you know whose numbers those was? Those were Michael Jordan's numbers in 98. Those numbers I just read off to you were Michael Jordan's numbers in 1998. You see how dumb y'all, you see how buffoonish y'all are? Those are Michael Jordan's numbers. So according to you stat nerds, Austin Reaves is a better player in year 5 than Michael Jordan put up in 98. This is what y'all are telling me. He shoots a higher field goal percentage. They average the same points. Reaves has more rebounds, more assists, shoots higher from 3. So according to y'all, he better than Michael Jordan, right? Austin Reaves is better than Michael Jordan that year, right? Let me hear it. This is the problem with stats. This is the problem. Reaves is putting up better numbers in a year than when Jordan won the regular season MVP, the finals MVP, the scoring title. He led the league in the scoring title, the all-first NBA, what is it? The all-first defense, all-first NBA team. He did all of that. But according to these stats, they're saying that Austin Reaves was a better basketball player in year 5 than Michael Jordan in 98. This is what stats get you. So all of these YouTubers that can sit up there and cram stats in their head and think they're wowing people. Bro, you can remember all the stats in the world. But basketball is a game you watch, then you compare with the stats, and you got to look at the whole picture. You got to look at the whole picture. So all of the advanced metrics may tell you, oh, you know what? Man, Austin Reaves may be a better player than Michael Jordan in 98. But who with any sense would say AR is a better player than Michael Jordan? But this is what the stats say. This is what the stats say. This is according to the stats. AR was more productive than MJ in 98. Where are the dudes that put one in the chat? Where y'all at? Where y'all at? Where y'all? I thought y'all said stats don't lie. So stats telling us the truth? Stats are telling us the truth. So according to the truth that these stats are telling you, the stats are saying AR is a better basketball player than 98 Jordan. According to the stats. You would got to be a buffoon to think this. The fact of the matter is today's numbers are inflated like hell for a number of basic reasons. Number one, teams are shooting more threes. The 1998 Chicago Bulls shot 14.1 threes as a team. Austin Reaves is averaging 7.7 or 7.2 by himself. That's the first problem. There are more threes, which means that there are more opportunities to generate more points for yourself. You're attempting more threes, so therefore the probability of you making more getting more points goes up because you're attempting higher point shots. That's number one. Number two, possessions per game. Number three, average score per game. Number four, defense or lack thereof. You put all of these things together and you get inflated numbers today. So now these younger basketball fans look at these guys putting up these numbers and they don't know any of the backdrop. They don't know the era. They don't know anything about the sort. And they say to themselves, today's players are more skilled and they don't even know anything about what the former players had to play, the circumstances they played under. This is why if Luka's averaging 34 a game this year or whatever his numbers are, and Kobe's averaging 35, they think the two numbers are comparable. They think 35 that Kobe averaged, oh, he's only averaging what? Bro, it's nowhere near comparable. He said, relax. I'm being passionate. What you want me to be up here sleeping? I'm being passionate. This is how I talk when we live, bro. You got to bring the energy. I'm not going to be up here talking to y'all like as if I'm talking to one of my homies, and we got to bring the energy, man. Otherwise, people going to fall asleep. We got to bring the energy. Shout out to everybody in the live. Who else we got up in here? So true, Charles. This is the GOAT, Jordan of sports media. Facts. If you want to relax, go get married. It says, bro, stop entertaining these LeBronians. Take notes for when LeBron gets eliminated. Well, I'm not sure if these are LeBron fans saying this. I just think that maybe just some guys that just want to be funny. I don't know LeBron fans are saying it because Austin Reaves having better numbers than some of LeBron's years. So I don't think they would say that. He said Bronny better than Reaves. So I don't think they're going to say that. And even if they do say that, LeBron fans are never going to say, okay, let me put it this way. LeBron is averaging how much this season? Although I think he's out tonight. Yeah, he is out tonight. All right, cool. So LeBron James for the Lakers is averaging 16.5 points per game, 5 rebounds a game, 8.3 assists on 50% shooting from 33% shooting from the floor. LeBron fans, because Austin Reaves is having better numbers than LeBron, would you say, so according to y'all, is Austin Reaves a better player than LeBron James? LeBron fans, is Austin Reaves a better basketball player than LeBron James this year? Now, let's flip it on them. Since they love stats, let's flip it on. No. What you mean, nah? What you mean, nah? He got better numbers than him. His stats are better than him. Is he better than, you see how it work? You see how it work? I'm bringing you somebody that's averaging 28.5 compared to somebody averaging 16 points per game. And they're telling me the guy that's averaging 16 is better than the guy averaging 25. But when I do a live reacting what ESPN wrote over here, they telling me to relax. That's what they do. They say when we do a live about this, they say, bro, you need to relax. He said this year, yes. Okay, let's look at last year. Austin Reaves has better numbers than LeBron James he did last year. LeBron averaged 24 points per game last year. So you can make an argument that he better than LeBron. Like, this is ridiculous. He said LeBron James is 41 years old. Oh, so now you want to use age. Now you want to use age. Well, Michael Jordan was 41 years old, and he was averaging more points than this. MJ was 40 years old, averaging more points than this. So what happened to old? When MJ was 40, when teams were averaging like 97 a game. Oh, you see how now LeBron fans want to put context? You see how they want to use context now all of a sudden? But when it comes to Kobe, I'm overreacting. Why don't you just let it go, bro? It's just Kobe. I mean, what's the big deal? Now when it's LeBron, now they want to add some context to it. No, you got to understand it's the year. You got to understand what's happening. You got to understand that LeBron was hurt. You got to understand this. You got to understand that. Now all of a sudden we got to understand. I don't want to understand. The stats say he a better player than him. But y'all don't want to hear that. But I'm supposed to listen to the Kobe Bryant disrespect. He said Jordan retired 3 times. And what that mean? What that mean? What did that mean? What does that mean? And so therefore what? He retired and then what? It means what? He retired with 6 no, the first time he retired with 3 championships. Off of a 3-peat. The second time he retired, he went and got another 3-peat. So I'm confused. So what does that mean? That means what? What is that supposed to be meaning? What is it supposed to mean? Wow, we got him now. He retired. And has LeBron done anything in the last 5 years to make us believe that he passed Jordan and he's still playing? No. So what does it mean? This is the point. This is the point that I think LeBron and his fans don't get. He could retire 3 years ago. It wouldn't have mattered. He can retire 5 years from now. It still don't matter. Because peak for peak, we already saw who these players were. We already saw. LeBron is the one that's inventing this new thing of longevity. Prior to that, that was never the standard. It never was. But now all of a sudden it has to, no, that's just his standard. That's his standard, and it's good for him. LeBron playing at this advanced age is good for him. It makes what he is special. It doesn't make him better than Jordan. That's all I'm saying. When you were at your best, we saw who was best, who was the best. When you were at your best, we saw what was what. If the best version of you couldn't win, I don't care about an older version of you that's not winning. Let me repeat that. If the best version of you couldn't equal Mike, I don't care what the older version of you is doing when you're still not doing it. I don't care. It's great for you. Yes, it's fantastic. I think it's a great feather in the hat for LeBron. Yes, perfect, great. But that's not the argument here. All I know is that when they were in the league and they were the face of their franchises, one guy delivered, the other guy delivered, but one did it more. That's all. No one is saying LeBron is ringless or he doesn't have any. Of course he has a chance. Nobody's saying that. But to say he's better than Mike, I think that's a stretch. And if all you have is longevity, you don't have anything. If that's all you don't have anything, because that's not the metric of sport. The metric and the standard of sport is to try to win. That's it. If you go to a pickup game and one guy's playing over there, he been there for 2 hours, his team done won 15 games. The other guy been there for the same 2 hours, his team won 5 games. So the other guy that won 15 games said, man, I'm going home. I've been there for 2 hours. We done bust everybody's ass. I'm going home. But the other guy decides to stick around and stays for another 2 hours, and he's still sitting on 5 wins. What's more impressive, the guy that's still out there playing or the guy who already did it and left? What's more impressive? What's more impressive? The guy that left. What depends on what? If the goal was winning, you out there getting body slammed, bro. They crossing you up, breaking your ankles. What do you mean depends? Depends on what? Don't you know the objective of the GOAT is of the sport is to win? That's the literal objective of basketball. You go out there to try to win. So to make a joke about a guy that retired twice and still has more rings than the other guy that's been playing, 9 years longer, it's not a sound argument. Or 8 years longer, it's not really a good argument. Because now I don't even understand what so what? The whole argument is now who plays the longest? Well, who cares about that? Who cares? Jordan retired the first 3 times they couldn't beat him when he finally got an all-star. I was listening to somebody. I was arguing with somebody on the internet today. Oh man, who did Michael Jordan play? Who did Michael Jordan play? I mean, LeBron was facing more competition than Michael. They don't even know that the last time the Eastern Conference was the stronger conference than the West was when MJ was playing with the Bulls. Who knows that? Who knew that? Who knows that the last time the Eastern Conference had a higher win percentage than the West was during Michael Jordan's time with the Bulls? Who knew that? That's been the only time the East was more competitive than the West. The only time the Eastern Conference was stronger than the West was when Jordan played, which means that his conference was the equivalent to the Western Conference. Ever since or prior to Jordan and after Jordan, it's always been the West. Hence the reason why LeBron can go to 9 finals in the East, but when he gets to the West, he can only go to 1. Why is that? Because most of the best teams in the NBA are in the West, especially over the last 20 years. Most of them are in the Western Conference. Most of them. What was the saying for the last, 10, 15 years? Whenever you watch the Western Conference Finals, you're watching the NBA Finals, essentially. Whenever you watch the Western Conference Finals, that's the NBA Finals, because those are the 2 best teams. So if he's as good as you say he is, why hasn't he been only been able to get to the finals 1? Do you know why? Because the West got a lot of great teams. Even this year, the West is still better. Let's look at the NBA standings for a second. What's happening on the Eastern Conference right now? Let me see. NBA standings. And I'm going to get you guys out of here in the next few minutes. So, let me see. The East is a little bit better this year, but by and large, the best teams are in the West. Thunder in the West, Lakers are in the West, Rockets in the West, Nuggets in the West, Spurs are in the West. That's 5 teams. Then you have the Raptors, the Pistons, and the Knicks, really. Those are the only really good teams in the East. Also because Jason Tatum isn't there. Look at the amount of teams that have won championships in the last 23 years. Where did they come from? The West. In the last 23 years, look at where the teams came from. The West. The Lakers won 5. Duncan won 5. The Spurs won 5. That's 10. Then you have the what's the other team? The Warriors, they won 4. That's 14. 14 out of the last 23 championships, 22 championships are from Western Conference teams. Detroit got 1. The Celtics got 1. Boston got 1. What's the other team that won another one? Boston. What's the other team? There's another team. Toronto. And then I forgot who else. The Mavs, that's 15. The Nuggets, 16. Who else am I missing? So come on, man. Like, it's a totally different thing. Oh, the Bucks, also the Bucks. Yeah. So anyway, guys. And the Thunder, exactly. So what? 17, 18. Come on, like, what are we talking about? Okay, Miami has 2. It's still the West. Anyway, so let me read through a few more comments and I'm gonna get you guys up out of here. Who you got to win this season? Right now, I think the only sensible choice is the not the only the ease the let me say the safest bet right now is the what do you call it, the Thunder, but I still want to see if Fred VanVleet can come back for Houston. I think Houston is going to be I think Houston can be good. Let's see what they can do. Denver is always going to be in the mix somehow, some way. They're always going to be in the mix. I want to see what Victor and the Spurs are going to do if he's healthy. Then who else we got? Then in the Eastern Conference, obviously you got the Detroit Pistons. They're the best team in the East, but the Pistons are not really proven. Cade Cunningham is a hell of a player, but you guys know teams that have players that haven't proven it is going to be hard. The Knicks are obviously going to be in the mix. Toronto, we have to see. The Cavs have been underwhelming. We'll see, but if I had to just pick right now, I'd probably let me put it this way. If I had to pick a team to win a championship, I think they're going to come from the Western Conference. Let me just say that. I think the team that wins the championship this year is going to be a Western Conference team. Let me just say that. That's the simplest answer I can give. The team that's going to win the championship, I'm going to go with a Western Conference team. Whether it be the Thunder, whether it be the Lakers or whoever, I think it's going to be a Western Conference team. I just think the West has better teams, and that's pretty much been the way it is. He said, I'm going with the Thunder or the Nuggets. Those are good choices. The Nuggets are also pretty good. OKC can three-peat. Well, let's see if they can get to 2. Because the three-peat is very hard. Now, if OKC three-peats, then SGA if OKC three-peats, SGA is already a top 15 player. Top 12 player. If they three-peat, he's already a top 15. Some people are going to even be saying a top 10 player. If they three-peat. I don't know, but it's going. I mean, you're going to have him right up there with Kevin Durant, Stephen Curry, and all of those guys, bro. Because the three-peat, the last time we saw a three-peat was 20 years ago. That's how hard it is to three-peat. It's very, very hard. So they pull it out. So that's a big ask. We'll see. But that's my we'll see. Teams are too good, man. I think it's going to be very difficult. We haven't even had a team go back-to-back since the last team that won back-to-back championships were the 2010 Lakers. Right? Yes. I think so, right? Who else? Right? I'm correct, right? No. And Golden State. Yes, Golden State. Golden State with Kevin Durant. Yes. Yes. Golden State and Kevin Durant. But it's rare. It's rare to go back. Three-peat 20 years ago. Three-peat is 20 years. Yeah, three-peat is 20 years. Then LeBron in Miami. Yeah, that was further back. I'm talking about a three-peat. Okay, right. You're correct. The Miami Heat. Sorry about that. Yeah, the Heat. Damn, it's been a minute. The Heat. Yeah. Three-peat is going to be tough, man. But even at that, you don't really see any three-peats and all of that. So if he does that, bro, you're in rare air, man. Rare air. Exactly. Anyway, guys, appreciate you guys for being a part of the live, man. Thank you guys for tapping in. And we're going to catch up with y'all tomorrow, man. Y'all have a good night. Appreciate you guys for tapping in. Catch y'all later. I'm out. Peace.